evening to all of you. I'm very privileged to be a part of this seminar, and I salute all of you who are doing wonderful service. I'm very happy to hear from Guru Preet the great things Khalsa Aid is doing. So we all are aware of the Sikh community's wonderful langar service all over the world. And very especially these days, I was watching some programs in New Zealand and in some other places. Wonderful service. So I believe everyone is trying to do their bit. Here in, I'm based in Varanasi. And in Varanasi, we have a small organization, an umbrella organizations of various social activists. It's called Sajha Sanskriti Manch, which means United Forum for Cultural Diversity. I have been also coordinating another organization called Kashi Kaumi Ekta Manch. That means religious, joint religious friend of Kashi or Varanasi. So we started our little service on 25th of March. Actually, 25th March, I believe the national level, the lockdown was begun, but in UP, the lockdown was announced for a few days earlier. So on 23rd, I, along with some of my companions, we discussed and we tried to get permission from the district administration to do this relief service of reaching dry ration to the poor people, the hungry people, people who cannot afford, who do not have savings. So it was a tough job to get permission because the district administration was not prepared for that. They were only thinking about how to do social distancing and such things by which the sickness can be, coronavirus can be stopped. So after 3 days of running around, on 25th by noon, we got the permission. The same day we started reaching out with, initially on the first day, with bread and soap, mask, and then biscuits. On 26th March, we started collecting things. So we started distributing 5 kilos of rice, and later we added 5 kilos of atta or wheat flour. We have half a liter of cooking oil in the kit, 1 kg dal, then we have biscuits, we have soap to wash the hands, we have mask. Then later it went on. So many students from the University of Banaras Hindu University, there's an organization called JAC, Joint Action Committee, a group of students who are very much socially committed. They joined, and some of the ex-students settled in Delhi and other parts of the country. And together, they started fundraising through online appeals. Funds started coming, 500 rupees, 1,000 rupees. So till today, we have collected some 19 lakh rupees and spent around almost 18 lakh. So we believe that people are generous, and we plan to continue the service. In a day, average 250 families we reach out. Sometimes it's 500 families. So we have 25 to 30 social activists along with us, and volunteers of different social organizations, individuals. So we have managed to take pass, and we have 3-4 four-wheelers, some move by motorcycles. And so far, till yesterday, we have catered to 10,854 families in the entire Varanasi district. That is in the slums and the poor bastis of Varanasi city. Then in the villages where the Musahar, that is the tribals rat-eating tribals, they are called, the nuts who perform circus on the roadside, and the other nomadic tribes live. So we reach out to them, also to the Dalits. So thus we have reached out to 10,854 families. That means it's 52,910 people. So there we maintain the register. Now we have started getting requests from the district administration, and I think they are not able to handle it by themselves. So they are passing on their list to us, and we are trying to help them. The experience has been quite good. The generosity of people and enthusiasm of the young people, the volunteers. The question is, what inspires us? What inspires me, I can share. My faith, which is not just limited to Christian faith. I am a Christian and I am a Christian priest. So we follow Jesus Christ, who had, we believe that he had a very special option for the poor, for the hungry, for the marginalized, for people who are living in the fringes of the society. So that option is something guiding me and many of our co-workers. And to make it clear that my co-workers are not Christians, a few of them are, but they are mostly Hindus, some Muslims, and people of all religions. There are Gandhians, there are also leftists, people belonging to left-wing groups. There are one or two right-wing activists. We have young people, elderly people. We have educated people. There are also ordinary, some youth. We have all varieties of people. So it's a joy working with all of them. So my Christian faith tells me that I need to have a very special option for the poor and the suffering, very especially for the hungry in these times. So we reach out to people who do not have ration cards. Although the government has orders that even people who do not possess a ration card, they be helped, but it does not work. In Varanasi, at least in the Anand district, people who have only Aadhaar card, they could be provided, but they are not being provided. So we reach to all such people who do not have ration cards and to whom the fair price shop things do not, the schemes of the government doesn't reach. So in the Holy Bible, Jesus tells a parable about the last judgment day, that in the end of the world, God will come in the form of a king or something, because he puts it figuratively, and the righteous people will be made to stand on the right hand side and the unrighteous people, the evil people, on the left. And the king will say to those on the right, when I was hungry, you gave me food to eat. When I was thirsty, you gave me drink. When I was naked, you gave me clothes. And when I was in the prison, you came to meet me, visit me. When I was sick, you came to take care of me. When I was naked, you gave me clothes. And the people who are on the right side, the righteous people, will ask this question, Lord, when did we see you as hungry or naked or sick? And when did we give you food? We do not remember. Then the Lord will tell them that whatever you did to the least of my brothers and sisters, that you did to me. Which means whatsoever you do to the marginalized, the poor, the hungry, that you are doing to God. So that is our faith. We try to see God in the poor. As we say, God, we call it in our Indian terms, Daridra Narayan, or Manav Seva, Madhav Seva. The service of the poor is the service to God. So that is what inspires me and my Indian culture, the Indian ethos also, and as we are people of interfaith organizations, regularly relating to them, celebrating the feasts of all religions, and we have had the culture of celebrating iftar during the Ramzan fast. For the past many years, we used to organize it in the central jail once during the month, in other centers. So this year we are not able to do that, but we are providing a special kit of ration to the rosedars, those who are fasting. Every day we identify the poor Muslims, the rosedars, and we reach a special kit of ration which includes date, khajur, then besan, chana gram, and then papad, and all such things which are required for the evening iftar. And for the morning sahar, we give bread and also powder milk. So we believe that is helping them for the morning starting of the fast as well as breaking of the fast in the evening. So I believe our mission has to be to look beyond our religion, and that is what Jesus teaches us. There is one particular passage in the Gospel of Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 to 48, where Jesus concludes that passage saying, be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. And what is that perfection? That's very clear. In the beginning, he gives two similes. When God the Father sends the rain, he doesn't send it only on the righteous. The rain falls on the righteous and the unrighteous. When he sends the sunshine, it falls on the good people and the evil people, the Jews, the Gentiles, everyone. Then he asks two questions. What great thing are you doing if you love only your own brethren? This even the Gentiles do, the sinners and the publicans also do. He tells, let your spirituality be beyond the frontiers, beyond the barriers, beyond the limits of religion. So he also says, if you greet only your own people, you are not doing great thing. You do not deserve a reward. So that's why he ends with this saying, be perfect as your heavenly Father is perfect. Perfection or wholesome, it means large-heartedness. So God's quality is large-heartedness, non-discrimination. He relates to everybody, every human person, and the entire creation is his own, his sons and daughters. So he doesn't discriminate. So we too shouldn't discriminate. And of course, as I said, when we say that non-discrimination, there is a special option, not option based on faith or community, but faith based on the strata of the people, special option for the poor, special option for the marginalized. The word religion, as it's the root word is religare in Latin, which means binding, joining. And I believe that our faith should lead us to bind or to join ourselves, to join a human with the divine, as well as a human and human. So I'm also inspired by a quotation from the Bhagavad Puran, which says, Ayam nija paruveti gananam laghu chetasam udara charitanam tu vasudhaiva kutumbakam. That is my culture. That's a culture all of us have, we share, which means mine, ours, and yours, theirs. People who do these type of calculations, they are of small mind. Their mind is narrow. But those Udara Charitanam tu Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, which means people who have a large heart will consider the entire world as one family. And I believe that is one part of the one point of inspiration which helps us to move. And I'm very much inspired. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt, but we are running out of time.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
2 more minutes, maybe.
Please go ahead. Yeah.
No, you can finish in maybe one minute. You can take 1 more minute. And if you want to.
I am very much inspired by a definition given by religion, and the best definition is given by Goswami Tulsidas. Parahit saris dharma nahi bhai, paripida sama nahi adhamai, which means the kindness to the other, charity given to the other is the best religion, and any hurt done to the other is the worst. So I believe, and we experience there is an atmosphere of hatred and a lot of wrong messages pass through the social media. So we are trying to combat that by spreading love beyond the limitations, beyond the barriers of one's own communities. So our service is beyond the limitations of religion and communities. And I'm very happy that so many people, people of all religions are joining in this. Thank you.
Thank you very much,